Scott and Neil. We're back, and it's Taking Credit For. I run this show, and Neil runs That Neil J on Twitch and Instagram and Twitter, and also he co-runs Part-Time Gamers.
I sure do.
Check him out most of the time on Mondays, but also all of the time, any day of the week. Alright.
Pretty much. I really should tweet. I'm really bad at social media.
Yes, social media is terrible.
It is, but like, I really just need to tweet more about things because everybody loves shit posts.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
True. I actually, my sibling and your good friend Tony, I was hanging out with them, and their other friend Anne was there.
Okay.
And Anne is a sweetheart and I would say a friend of mine for sure. And they referred to me as a living shitpost.
Okay.
And then also at one point said, Scott, I don't hold grudges, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Wow.
So that's the life I lead.
I think is it not that thing right there?
Which one?
That tram on the right to you.
I bet it is. Wait, on the right to me?
Yeah, there's like those two little ramps lead to like a transport thing. But maybe it's not on.
The monorail is out of service.
Alright, where are you going then?
We spoke over that cutscene.
Let's go up.
Do I need to do this?
Oh, type in Eggman.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's what you have to do.
Oh my god. If this is... After we had to do that puzzle before,
that like didn't do anything.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Wait, you should read that. What if this is a chow garden?
This looks okay.
This is totally a chow garden, isn't it?
Oh my god, no, it's just a broken room.
Read that.
Shit.
This game hates you suddenly.
I don't care!
What is that?
I don't care!
Alright, fuck it.
Fuck,
Don't read it.
This is not the place to
I don't
be.
think that's the place.
Oh my god.
Here's a door.
That's a door that opened! Okay.
Okay. Apparently not that door.
It's kind of got like the
weird pistons, yeah.
Well, the pistons moving. It's almost like it's one of the worst rooms in Silent Hill 2. Not worst.
Oh yeah.
Quality wise, but worst emotionally, because you kill a monster that turns out to be related to the trauma of one of the characters that you are working with the entire time.
Sure.
And there's like these pulsating pistons that relate back to the trauma. It's very upsetting. So this room's terrible.
Okay.
What the fuck am I...
Try that door on the other side, maybe?
Christ almighty. Just let me get there, game.
Yes, please.
Oh
no.
My god!
It was going so well, and then we took a break.
I will take the blame for that particular move.
Okay.
Please, God almighty, don't be a Silent Hill room!
Oh, there's an upgrade.
Oh, that's the hover upgrade, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
That also might literally... Oh my god, you're just turned around. Ah!
Ish,
that looks terrible. What happened?
Bad.
Okay.
Alright, I got my hover. This is a good power.
How does a thing that's hovering behind you and not attached make it so that you can hover?
Science.
You're right. I don't know why I asked. You are correct.
Oh god. Alright. Now, where the Franken... Oh.
Yeah, okay. You had to get
Asked
that.
and answered. It's me, the villain.
Sure thing, bud.
I'll head to that booty. Yeah.
Okay, not that.
God damn it.
Oh, there you go. Big shiny thing in the middle.
Oh, God.
The spinny thing. Which, like, why would you have a thing that transports you by spinning? Who knows?
There's no reason for this. Why is...
It spins and it floats. That's all it do.
Why is Eggman's ship just the worst version of the halberd from Smash Bros?
Oh, Meta Knight's ship?
Yeah.
How can I serve
Yeah, the halberd is way better.
The halberd is way cooler. And it even has Meta Knight's face on it, and it's still
Yeah,
not...
they both do the face thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
Why are they not attacking Eggman at this point?
Because Gamma's here.
Yeah, but...
Okay, so you fight Sonic. Something happens.
He's dead now.
I think there's just 3 levels after you fight Sonic, but maybe I'm
All right.
crazy.
We'll give it 3.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
God, I wish I could teabag.
Oh, Sonic got wrecked!
GG!
Bruh. I wrecked this dude named Sonic, dude.
Fuck that guy. GG.
I didn't even give him the time of day to press F and pay respect.
Press F! Fuck that!
Busy teabagging him, he couldn't even press F.
The problem with pressing F is that you have to give respect.
Oh! Fuck.
Sex and the City for dudes.
God, it's so bad. Alright, now Amy's gonna make Gamma cry more.
Not shoot a gun? Yeah. That's fine.
Amy!
Again, though, his gigantic codpiece.
I really don't get this.
Good for you, Sonic!
Sonic, you and I both.
Sonic, look! The ATM
I feel like some of these cutscenes, depending on which story you're going through, people say different stuff.
I think that has to be the case, yeah. That sounds like a Sonic thing to say. Not like, hey,
Goodbye,
chili
Sonic."
dogs.
saving me as usual, Sonic.
What?
You're welcome.
Thank you, Microsoft Sam. Thank you again for saving me, Sonic the Hedgehog. It is much appreciated. Why was I programmed to feel love?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met.
Oh my god.
And Birdie wants the best for
The
you.
power of friendship.
Ditch that awful egg.
Maybe the real friends was the birds we found along the way.
Every one of them. Every time we kill a robot and a little bird comes out. Tails, the tails are supposed to spin.
Yeah, that's
What is wrong with you? Oh no.
an unnecessary detail.
They're just undulating a little bit, little wiggles.
Little slaps around.
Oh, I didn't know that Tails could just summon a strong breeze behind him.
See, this I very strongly remember. The scene of him, like, gliding in.
Yep.
I think it was mainly based on my disdain for the fact that it's only a glide mechanic, yet he seems to be using it to fly.
He sure is.
It's like one of those games like Darksiders, where it's like, you open the game,
I fucking love Darksiders.
Totally.
Fuck.
Darksiders is great, and Splatterhouse, the other one I was going to reference, good game, right? But I hate that mechanic of
Look at that, you're reprogramming yourself.
must learn to love.
Alright, I think Wind City might be the level.
But yeah, the whole notion of you have all of your powers and then something happens to take every single one of your powers away from you.
Yeah.
It's like, I get it for video game purposes, because it's like, oh, now I know what to look forward to, and now I know what I gotta do, and all that stuff.
Oh shit, still need the key. Okay.
But I hate it because it's like, my guy was so cool, and you had to make this weird plot contrivancy to make him worse.
Yeah. It can be annoying, but also without... Oh, nice, it's in the same spot. Oh, God. Okay. Ah! Okay. Like, I know what you mean, but also there's a...
I mean, it's so important for so many video games to structure
Yeah.
in exactly like that. Like you can't really.
It's
be
not even.
mad
It's
about
not
it.
even the removal part that makes it kind of rough. It's the fact that, like, in some of those games, without having at least an image of what to look forward to, the beginning of the game can be a lot rougher.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
did you ever play? Oh God, Dying Light.
That sounds.
It's a zombie
familiar.
game with, like,
Oh
parkour.
yeah, totally. It was first person. It was
Yeah.
like good Dead Island or whatever.
Yeah. So that game is, like, excellent, right?
It's a fun game. Yeah.
But when you start that game, it feels like complete shit.
Oh, totally.
Your ability to move around the world is trash. You can look at like some upgrades and stuff, but like none of them really tell you like, hey, this is going to get better. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
None of those, like, looking at them, you don't read them and go like,
Sorry, press F.
oh, okay.
Thank you.
Respect paid.
Do on.
But yeah, so you never get the opportunity to, like, feel what the movement in that game is going to be like. You don't have any mode of, like, oh, I'm going to be more powerful and this is going to feel better. So if you don't get past the first few hours of that game, you will just never have it feel good, and it kind of sucks.
Totally.
Like,
Totally.
so having that, like, you might even end up more powerful than this later in the game, but having the moment of, like, here are some powers, here's you being strong, gives you the, like, oh, okay, so I'm weak here, but, like, now when I see this ability tree, I can be like, oh, okay, when I was able to slide before, and this gives me a sliding ability, that feels good, and I will have that.
I think that's a really good example of the exact thing that I think I have beef with. Like,
Like, I get it, because, like, the beef is deserved. It's why, like, Mega Man X works better in some ways.
Because you
don't get it.
And you encounter the character that is stronger than you in the first level, and you're like, holy shit, and he's like, you can work towards it, and you're like, holy shit, like, I can be as strong as this guy? Yeah. And then you eventually get to that point where you're not only as strong as that guy, but stronger than that guy?
Exactly. And, like,
and
that feels good, and, like, that works the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there are other games that I think do it pretty well. I think you want to go up there.
I'm just gonna hit Taki real quick.
If only that monkey guard wasn't there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's to the left through here. You want to go to the fireplace?
Oh god.
But I'm thinking of, there's a Metroidvania, I think Epic Games actually made it.
Okay.
Shadow Complex?
I know the name Shadow Complex. I don't know anything about it, so I won't.
That game is kind of weird, but it's basically a Metroidvania.
Okay.
But that game, the very beginning of it is you're playing a dude in like a crazy robo suit. And it's like, okay, that's cool. You run around, you fight a helicopter or something, and something goes wrong. I don't 100% remember.
Whatever, yeah.
But like, that's not the character you play in the game for the rest of the game. So they give you that whole, like, oh, you're powerful and you lose everything, but you lose everything because that's not who you were.
The character died, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually, I've seen that done.
So it feels a little better in some ways, but...
I've seen that sort of example play out in, like, a number of different situations. There's this game called Darkwood on Steam. It's a horror... almost top-down survival strategy horror game. It's fucked. The game's terrifying.
Okay.
But the prologue of the game is you playing as this character, and it's like, gather your resources and prepare for the worst and all this shit. And then you do it, and you get to like your rest area, and you go to rest, and the like, your guy's in his sleep, then murdered by the character that you turn out to be playing as for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Because it's like pseudo survival horror, and so it's like you have done all of this work and you've learned all of these mechanics, and then suddenly like the guy that you've been trying to protect and save gets fucking outright like killed in his sleep by the guy that turns out to be the main character of the game. And it's just like, yeah, he was smarter. He killed the guy.
Yep.
And it's so heartbreaking, but it's this really cool sequence of like, you learn to do the thing, and then it gets taken away from you, and all of a sudden you have to start from almost scratch, because like you've used a lot of your healing items and shit like that, like up until this point, to keep the guy that you thought you had to keep alive. And then suddenly it's like, no, that wasn't the guy. You wasted a bunch of shit, and all of the rest of your shit got robbed by the guy you actually play as. So, I love that.
Yeah, it can be done well and it can be done badly.
Totally.
I think a big part of it is also like I'm thinking of like the first Metroid Prime game
Yeah.
where like you have one or two abilities in the very beginning that you lose, but not enough to really feel like it's that big of a like downgrade, and
Totally.
they give you stuff back quickly enough that it's not like a big problem. And I think
For sure.
that might be like, at least for me, a bigger place where I have the issue is like the structure can sometimes suck. That beginning moment can be like, oh, this is shitty, but like as long as they ramp you back to that point fairly quickly, it's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah.
Like, if I can get back to feeling like I'm doing what I want to be doing in an hour or two, probably like an hour. Give me back one or two abilities within the first hour, and then everything's fine.
Like, even if it's like a couple of major offenses or something.
Yeah.
Like, give me back my ability to do the big blow up. That's fine. Great. Good. Yes. I don't need all of the traversal things necessarily right away. I can get those back later, but yeah, I agree. Also, it's time for next time on this video. Oh God, it's Taking Credit For. My name's Scott. I run the show. This is Neil. He's that Neil J. And
I'm still here.
We're
gonna do one more. Fuck it, we're doing one more.
We're gonna kill Robot God.
I'm pretty sure we can beat this one in the next
I think
one.
we can do it.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. All right. We'll
See you soon.
I mean, you'll see as soon as we see. All right.
It makes me want